Microsoft has literally become the worst company of all time, maybe even the worst company in history. In case you're wondering why I'm saying these things, it is because of the recent shutdown of Halo Online, or Halo El Dorito. For those of you who don't know, Halo Online was a Russian PC release of Halo 3's multiplayer. The game was a huge flop over in Russia and was shut down, until a group of modders went through the painstaking task of modding it not only to be more like Halo 3, but making it available for the Western audience. That right there is incredible. When I found out about this, I didn't care about anything else the rest of the week. That's saying a lot because Infinity War came out that week. I have been waiting for this literally since I played Halo 3 in 2008. I remember spending hours online trying to find videos on how I could port Halo 3 onto my computer. None of the videos ever helped, specifically this one right here. What a jerk. Now, Microsoft has said the reason why Halo El Dorito was shut down was because of copyright reasons. Now, obeying copyright laws is fine, but this still brings up a mess of other issues, which I feel like need to be ranted about. Let's go back to 2008 when I first started playing Halo on the PC. Halo PC was an amazing experience back in its heyday. It was the game that introduced me to online gaming. Keep in mind, this was back 10 years ago, when the world was simpler. Back when your parents told you the basic things. Don't get in the cars of strangers. Don't talk to strangers on the internet. You know, before we had Uber, where we literally talked to strangers on the internet with the sole purpose of getting in their car. I remember being online the first time and just thinking, wow, I'm playing with real people. What should I do? What should I say? And in literally 24 hours, I was banned from 2 servers. A record I have yet to beat. Man, I still have no clue how you even ban people on Halo. Halo PC was one of the games that got me into big-time gaming. It was a game that taught me that pizza and video games on a Friday night is one of the greatest things you can experience. And this game really did help me through those terrible preteen years. After the Halo PC community started to die down, I remember setting my sights on the next game, Halo 2 Vista. I saved up money for almost 2 years just so I could buy a computer. I can remember beginning to install the game and it asking me about Windows Live. What the frick? Anyone who has messed with Windows Live knows that Windows Live is the worst program ever made. Well, second worst. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. There have been many amazing games that have been ruined by Windows Live. It took me 5 hours of installation and dealing with Windows Live's bullcrap before I could even load up Halo 2 Vista. So, how was Halo 2 Vista?
Thanks to its party-friendly LAN play and features that were formerly reserved for PC shooters, Halo quickly became the quintessential first-person console experience. Halo 2 brought an entire country of gamers together, literally, through its online multiplayer support on Xbox Live. Now, things have come full circle with the Windows Vista release of Halo 2. With expectations on the PC a little higher than in Consoleville, can this juggernaut take a chunk out of the big boys?
Chief, get inside. Gear up. We're taking this fight to the surface.
The game freaking sucks. This game is the definition of a crappy port. I mean, look at this. Why does the game think I don't have a keyboard? Who doesn't have a keyboard? Halo 2 Vista was no substitute for Halo PC, and it sure as heck wasn't an upgrade. I would not recommend anyone to play this game. I mean, I think we can all agree that any game with the word Vista in it is pretty safe to avoid. Since Halo 2 Vista's failure, there haven't been any real Halo games released on PC, besides Halo Wars 2, a game I'm pretty sure no one really asked for, and Halo Spartan Assault, which, if you've played it, I thought it was so bad it made Halo 5 look like Rogue One. If we had been given some, decent Halo games to play on the PC in recent years, I wouldn't be so upset about Halo Online getting shut down. But it only gets worse. After shutting the game down, Xbox president Phil Spencer came out and said this: "As we look ahead, we're very excited about the prospects of an official classic Halo experience making its way to PC, and we hope to be able to partner with the El Dorito team and broader mod and content creation community." This means we're going to be getting an official Halo game released on PC. Now, don't get me wrong, this sounds like it could be good, but I can guarantee that it won't. Keep in mind, this is Microsoft and 343 Industries who we're talking about. 343 Industries named their company after the bad guy from Halo. I mean, why would you do that? Call it Master Chief Industries or Sergeant Johnson Industries. Why would you call it the bad guy? These companies don't give a crap about PC gamers. If they did, they would have released any of these titles on PC years ago. All this means is that they now see a market and want our cash. If you think this game is going to be a classic Halo experience,
you are 100% wrong.
We are going to get a game that is going to be full of glitches, have unbalanced multiplayer, be full of microtransactions, and probably have little to no new content, because that's the kind of games 343 make. Halo PC wasn't great because it was just a port of Halo Combat Evolved. They actually added new maps, new vehicles, and new weapons, and actually cool ones. I mean, you could use a flamethrower. Why haven't they put this game in anything since Halo 3? Okay, look at this rocket warthog. It looks amazing. Okay, now look at this gay NASCAR warthog. Which one would you rather have? Now, I know what you're thinking. Even though Halo Online is shut down, we still have Installation 01 coming out. Isn't that going to be just as good and actually legal? Don't get me wrong, Installation 01 looks great, but there have already been some things that have set off a couple red flags with me. Number 1, there's no definitive release date for this game, which means it could be another 7 years before it's released. A lot of time, indie game developers want to keep making their games perfect by adding more and more content into the game. It's good at first, but it gets to a point where the game never actually gets finished or released. I've seen this with many indie games and mods. I mean, look at CMT SPV 3. SPV 1 came out in like 2005 or 6, and SPV 3 didn't even get finished until 2017. And SPV 2? Oh, don't even get me started on that. That game never came out. Number 2, the game developers look like they are still in high school. So I don't think they have had that much experience making games or anything, so this game is bound to have at least, a couple flaws. Halo Online though, this game is flawless. Number 3, the elites look ugly. I mean, this is what an elite should look like. It should look like a xenomorph. Number 4, it freaking runs on the Unity engine. That's the same engine as like the Angry Birds spin-off games. Now remember what I said about Halo El Dorado getting shut down for copyright reasons? When Halo Online faded away in Russia, the modding team figured the files just became abandonware or open source, and thus they made the mod. Microsoft shut down the mod because the game actually does use some files and programs that still have copyrights and are actively being used. Specifically the files from Halo 3 and 4, which are both games I own multiple copies of. So let me ask you something. Are any of us breaking the law by playing this game when we have already bought the games these files come from? I mean, how much money is Microsoft losing here? I horribly doubt anyone was going to buy a new copy of Halo 3, but then was like, oh wait, I can just get Halo Online for free. I don't have to buy Halo 3. I don't know how laws work, but this doesn't seem like Microsoft is losing any money from this mod. I don't really want to end this video on such a sad note. As far as I can see, we're not really going to get any classic Halo games anytime soon, besides the couple of us that were able to get Halo Online before it was shut off. So if you still want to play a classic Halo experience, play Silent Cartographer Evolved. They took the best Halo single player map, but made it more awesome. Oh, you want to drive a Scarab, huh? Done. Play Extinction. Oh, you gotta play Halo on the go? Boom. Spartan Runner on the Windows Phone. This game got me through English class. Oh, so you want a Halo experience that feels like the original launch trailer from 2000? Bang! Project Lemuria. Tell me, do you want to play a Halo game where my brother voice acts as one of the characters? Play Matt Drat's Takedown. Oh, you want something more meta than that? You want to play as Agent Washington from the best season of Red vs. Blue? Play this map, Epsilon. Oh, you want more colors? Pow! Firefight Descent. Okay, now be 100% honest with me. Do you want to play a Halo game where you get to use a skateboard on High Charity? Oh, woo!